Hey everybody, Nick Blazier here, about to play round 12, I think this is, of the WBIF International Online Championship against my opponent, Eric Benichow. I must be pronouncing that wrong. We'll find out. Um, but yeah, excited to play, excited to do these videos. I'm glad people aren't enjoying them. I'll have the XG feed on it like always. I I teach lessons as well, so if you watch these and you're ever interested in working with me, reach out on Facebook or by email. What else do I have coming up? I have been working on a match play book. I'm not sure when we'll get that out, but I'm pretty late stages in writing that and excited to share that with people. I think I'll be publishing that through Backgammon Galaxy as well. But I should be giving a lecture on something like that at Monte Carlo too. That's next up on my list. I'll be traveling to France on the 20th is when I fly next week Wednesday. Um, so yeah, I'll be at the Monte Carlo World Championships doing commentary all weekend and a lecture on match play, um, tentatively on match play without take points. I've been working. The book is mainly about approaching match play with like less of the math and calculation and how you can understand it more in logical terms. So I'll be presenting something like that at the tournament too. Um, what else do I have going on? I I think I'll actually be putting two of these videos out kind of back to back because I'm playing a match with Cataline Vishelli. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right at all. But she put a thing out there where she was wishing she could play a BMAP tournament for her birthday and has been playing a series of online matches. I'll link to her channel in the comments on that video too. But I'm playing that tomorrow, so I should have a video from that. She wanted the settings to be without a pip count too. So I think tomorrow I'm going to do one of these play and explain videos, but also have to keep a running count, which I'm not sure how that'll work out. So I'm gonna do my best. Just got done drinking a sweet bloom espresso too, a Kenyan non espresso. That's really good stuff. I don't know if I'll be able to bring things to France or not. Trying to figure that out, but cool. We have a request up here. We'll get started in a second. Looks like a pretty solid player too. I think he plays about the same as me, so should be a fun match. Only one undefeated player left in the tournament there. But let's go. All right. I just looked up yesterday. I was surprised to find out that I think at all match scores, making the 2 point is correct. Where for money the split is slightly better. They're always really close. I thought for some reason that changed further out from 7-away. After our opponent makes a blitzing point, we're going to play down instead of splitting. Those are close, but I like explaining that to people because it's very thematic. He maybe actually wants to split after that. I'm not 100% certain, but sticking with the down plan seems fine. Two. It's developing nicely. We're still down in the race. No pressure to come off the anchor. He's going to have the pressure to solve that before us, of course. We've got a nice priming position, which tends to be the preferred game plan when we're down in the race. It's like probably something like making the 8 and splitting or just splitting with both. It's very strong, and I've got a bunch of checkers in the zone, so this is quite threatening. I could. I don't think I have enough rolls to make a 5 prime to have any sort of like cube threat. When he splits to the edge, I'm very tempted because I'm going to hit off the edge and maybe come out a big favorite quite often, but I still have work with the back checkers, so I don't think I really have a cube after that play. Um, I think I still need to do one more thing in almost any iteration of what he does. Yeah, I kind of like buttoning up and not being loose on both sides here too. It seems quite reasonable. 5-4. I would love to keep priming, but this just so the priming play must be 2 down. That's going to leave a 2-5, 1-6, 2-6, 3-5. It's a lot of numbers. And give up the outfield. Not so worried about giving up the outfield when he's not priming me. And my alternative is to turn this into a blitz with equal boards and keep everything connected. That actually looks pretty reasonable here. I hate all the shots that I leave from the bar, but it equalizes the race. I mean, our positions look pretty equal after this, where I feel like I'm giving up quite a bit if I try to stick to priming. I think this is okay. Not sure. I mean, you really don't like taking this pure four point prime. It's like the nicest prime we can have, and destroying it to make a pretty weak 2 point and leave a lot of returns. So, not ideal, but I'm just not seeing something better I can do with this roll. So I'm gonna go for it. And he fans. I have 11 in the zone. Same board, threatening to make a better one. This feels pretty strong. Probably getting away with splitting would be enough to lose my market in a lot of cases. Making a point, obviously him fanning is going to be worth a lot. He's not going to make an advanced anchor all that often. If he enters on the ace, I'm a little sad to have sent this, but I think I'm still okay. I think I'm going to send it. I'm not sure. This feels a little early. Okay, what are we doing with this? We continue the blitz by hitting on the ace with 11 in the zone. Or I could split and clean up and start trying to play the race. I'm not so far ahead in the race. I think I'm going to focus on the blitz because it'll buy me more time to get off the 24. Breaking the mid to prime after I've gone for blitzing doesn't really seem to be on the radar for me. Could be an overplay, but I'm going to try this out. After sending the cube, I think I want to go for knockout blows like this instead. Now we're very glad that we sent the cube before this sequence, for sure. And I should have lots of time to get off this anchor now, too. We're going to start doing a little bit of both. I don't want to get overrun and have trouble coming off this anchor, but I definitely want to make sure that I don't let my opponent anchor themselves. I don't really have ones on the other side, so sure, we'll do this. I'm not sure. Any ace is fine. Okay, we get hit, not the end of the world. Oh, we gave ourselves an ace to play too. All right, getting missed is pretty nice. Covering is also nice. We didn't do that. So a 6 down creates another cover, but then we might have some risky rolls on the other side. Maybe I need to get checkers moving more than that. I could play a 6 out and a 2 down and get some 7s. What does that add? Like a 6-1? Not a lot of rolls, but I already have a ton of covers here, so I don't think the priority is necessarily to come. Let's try this. This feels like it's got a lot of mobility to it. Instead of having 1,000 blots against double fours, I could have cleaned up and made the midpoint. I'm going to be punished for that on this roll for sure. Would I still be playing this if I hit the midpoint? Probably not. Okay. Maybe you would have had to claim it, but I mean, this is fairly clearly too good, I think, now. Backgammon's funny. Okay, just an ace is pretty monstrous in this position. If I can make a 24-point holding game, I've got like some wins, and I'm gonna I think I'm getting gammoned either way. It's intriguing here for him to just consider hitting loose on the ace from the 8 instead of picking up 2 more blots. Maybe this is good though. The double hit feels nice too. This is a tricky one to bring home for our opponent. Of course, he doesn't want me to make the ace, but I guess he's thinking about, I still have a 4-point board and he can end up on the roof for a while. This is maybe one of his best, like probably even better than covering the 21, preventing the anchor. Very nice roll. I've got a lot of checkers on the bar. Making the 21 point isn't even that valuable to me. I'm not sure it helps create contact or save gammons at this point. Maybe if I come in with a set, but like here, coming in with a set of 5s is just like still I have too long, so I don't know. This is pretty toast and I need to hit a late shot regardless, so sometimes being on the bar is actually going to make that easier. I could get backgammoned here though. I guess that happens. I wonder what my backgammons are with 6 on the roof. I guess it must be something. I haven't looked at my references for that lately. Hmm. Not sure why my opponent would want to create a gap when I'm going to be in contact till the very end. I think clearing from the rear has kind of extra merit here. I don't feel confident in that though. That's what I'd be thinking about. Probably taking two off wins more backgammons, things like that too. And it's fairly unlikely sequence that he actually leaves a shot because of it. So, okay, we're going to have to, ooh, evens out too. Yeah, we're going to have to hit the last checker to win, I think. Okay, we're going to have to, I don't know what we're going to have to do anymore. Not the last checker. Ooh, we get all these crossovers. Okay, fives are better. Oh, never mind. All right, a backgammon to start. All right, this is enough trailing to start adjusting the cube already in this match too. Um, Even though only he's still a full 7 points away, it's not going to change too much, I guess. But it's incentive to send the cube a little early before losing our market. He's going to have trouble recubing because an 8 coming back is pretty unpleasant. So we've got something here. All right. Unstacking the mid seems clear. And then do I want to... Playing the deuce doesn't really seem like it fits in anything. Maybe just make the 4. I'll try this. Very nice board. Okay, this seems like a significant advantage. 6-2, 5-3 are going to hit. I can just escape and win the race. I could make the 6-2 to make the bar as duplicated. I don't have that many great rolls. He has some that improve and equalize the position, but that's kind of his best hope for next roll. Is this something? When I hit, it's not so... A hit and a fan is pretty... I'll be sad I didn't send the cube after that. An escape, I'm kind of happy to cash. If he does that. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to roll here. I'm really not sure. Let's see. I can turn this into a blitz. That I'm going to win every time. Pretty much every time. I think this has got to be the play. What is he going to roll where I'm not going to minimum cube? This is probably too good. When... Yeah, I don't know when he's not passing after this. Maybe that means I missed a cube. Okay, double twos. Can I hit either way? I don't know. 2-4. Is this starting to get too risky to play? 34 ahead. I'm likely... Yeah, he's got counterplay. But I definitely have market losers. I don't think this is as clear of a play on. I'm not sure, though. I guess if he can think about taking it, which maybe he can. I haven't escaped yet. Then I must have to... Then I can't be too good. I felt more worried about that, though, if I should be going for more here, but maybe he's right. I would still... A 5-point board that's always going to... Like, next roll, I'm likely to have a direct to hit, and when I get away with that, I win a gammon. Like, this looks like a pretty threatening position. Though he, of course, still has winning chances. I don't know what to do with this. I'd be inclined to pass, though. It's hard to take single checker back cubes. Well, usually this is when you're escaped already. But my opponent's down in the race, and like your main game plan as a single checker back is to race. He has a little bit of containing this other checker, but looks tough to do without leaving a lot of risk against this perfect 5-point board. 2-4 is a really great entering number, though. Gave him something to think about. Man, I was cruising home to a gammon in that first game, and then I got backgammoned. That was fun. Probably should have just made the midpoint. Wonder how bad that is, if at all. It seems like if it's a mistake like it, that tends to be small because it's like such a rare sequence that really punishes it. Um, but we'll see. Maybe maybe there's like no gain and just a huge swing on that roll, and so you can't do things like that. Oh, cool. People are watching the match too, huh? I gave him a tough one. Okay. My instincts are still that this is like a large pass. We'll see if he gets. I don't know. I really don't know. I understand it though. I mean, he definitely has offense and wins. So okay, let's it go. Let's go back to this. Um, oh, after a 4-1, I think I hit twice. It's always the 20 is the default, but I think I can do a little more here. So we'll do this. This is going to be a cube a lot of the time. Yeah, even here, this is not so strong, but I think it's enough at the score. Trailing this much is going to be tough for him to get a recube in. So I'm going to go ahead and send it with the threat of some gammons and such. 6-4 is likely just going to get a checker to safety and bring another builder down. Yeah, sure, let's do this. Let's keep putting pressure on entering high and try to prevent an advanced anchor if I can. Make it scary to like double split here, things like that. The 2 down for containment is really nice, but I'm doing this so often that it's kind of a liability too. A fan is pretty huge. What am I doing with this? The 4 down and the 1 doesn't, I mean, I'm like slotting the bar. Doesn't look that valuable. I guess the ace is almost doing this no matter what, unless I want to step to the 23, which Michi tells us is not where our back checker wants to be on its own. So now 6s are pretty well duplicated when I do this for both of us though. But this feels more valuable than making the 9. I like pressuring this blot for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why this feels so strange, but we'll go for that. Yeah, probably you'd prefer to just move 11 to 10 than to be hitting me here. I don't know. But, ooh, this is a fun decision. So I can hit for tempo, try to prevent him covering that blot, or I can just make the bar point. Then when he makes this with a deuce, it's not worth that much. I think I just got to hit. Keep going for the big advantage. Ooh, nice response. Okay, 4-2. Do I need an anchor bad enough to... I don't think so. I think I must have to try to keep this attack going. I don't think it's turned around yet if he hits a third checker back and we're 3-3. But it feels like it costs quite a bit to leave the direct, double direct on the bar there. So I think I gotta try something. 5, and then I think I'd rather try to make the bar the 5 point than to make the 8. We'll go ahead and play loose, learn no lessons from the first game. Double 2s, 1, 2, 3. Well, this helps me make the 5 the most. And then do I just want the bar instead in case he enters? I could just make the bar and come down. This is part of it. Oh, the 14 can't move anyway. Okay, so yeah, I think we're going to do some things like this. Okay. Just kindly not entering. This looks strong. Maximize checkers aimed at the 20 point there. 6-5. Okay, we're getting awkward. I guess we're going to play like this. Yeah, that'll be one of the best things that could happen for my opponent's game right now is if I have to try to bring this home without making the 5. Is that worth hitting over, though? He's losing a lot of gammons either way. Being able to roll the 4 is quite nice for mobility and defense. Is hitting my 5 and recirculating that big of a deal? 5-3 will be, of course. I could duplicate 5-4 then, I guess, huh? So maybe this is better since it anchors and also double hit. How much do I gain on this, though? Yeah, if he has to enter on the ace, it seems like I've picked up quite a bit. If he hits with the 5, I'm doing a bit of scrambling, but... I still have a pretty good position. I don't know. I'm going to try this version out. I want to win a backgammon like him. We're happy after this sequence for sure. All right. 6-4. All right, getting a little bit awkward. Our opponent's board is looking pretty nice. He's gonna have a lot of wins from his ace point game if I have to volunteer a shot like here. But I can win a backgammon here some of the time with 4 back if he has trouble escaping. Or if he's just tempted to stay back for contact. Ugh. This structure is really bad. How do I fix this? What am I rooting for? A bunch of 3-2s? A 5-1? Probably not, but I guess that looks kind of smooth if I clear nicely next roll. Maybe that's not my worst. A 6-2 looks really nice now. 5-1, not so much. All right, it's okay if he misses though. Okay, 3-4. So if I leave odd on the 4 point, 6-5, 6-4, 5-4, I'll leave shots. If I leave it even, then it's 6-3, 5-3, 4-3, probably the same. So I think I'd rather not put an extra, gets me closer to clearing, and I don't put a 6 checker on the deuce this way. So we'll try that out. Double threes looks bad. I didn't account for that. Maybe that could swing it. Maybe some of my sets play better the other way. Kind of odd on the outside here too. Let's see. 6-4, roll out a 1. I chose wisely. And we're still threatening a BG to take the lead in the match. Gonna need a set or a deuce ideally. Yeah, deuce will work. A deuce is more tempting to stay back too, so probably more backgammons in this play. Or roll. 6-4, okay, I think he's generally supposed to leave after this because I can't get to the coup classique position. So I think a 4-2 just saves the backgammon here. We'll see what he chooses to do though. For me, it's a standard reference. I think you stay if you have 3 or 5, and then it's just not worth it. Because I could roll so many sets to win a backgammon. He's going to go on this one. Okay. All right. So we get a gammon and get behind one. Good enough. 8 away, 7 away. Not a lot of adjustment at this score I'll be making. Back to fairly regular backgammon. Let's see. I really want an anchor because he has an anchor. This is a nice place to be, slightly ahead in the race. If he wants to hit with the deuce to leave the anchor, he's very likely to leave it out of shots, so it's a fairly safe place to leave a blot. He escapes. I still have good enough contact to play this out. I got to start making a board quickly, though. Doesn't mean that he doesn't have a cube with the racing lead here, so I think he could have thought about it there, even though I have a fairly clear take. Usually against the bar point anchor, it's just like if you have enough race where you'd send a racing cube, probably send it at the score or against the anchor too. Yep, I'm still taking for contact. Nothing bad enough about this position. He does have the extra 5-4 to clear, but I think it's still easy to take for contact for me. Six, 5. We are at decisions. What is there anything that I gain by keeping the 13 here? He's never going to leave me like a double shot instead from there. I'm going to have to give it up so soon, so I think I'm just going to clear here. All right. Ones. Start the next point. All right. Next 6 is a good one for me. Or 6. All right. Not a favorite yet. Oh, there we go. I gotta leave that on the bar. Did I clean up a blot for some reason? Why? Why do I want to do that? I don't know. 1-3. Okay. Either way, there's like no gammons in this position, so just recube this and claim, I think, whether he entered or not. Maybe I'd be technically too good if he hadn't entered. But here I could somehow lose it. Some exchange of hits. And we got the lead now, 6 away, 7 away. Still not a lot of match score adjusting at this score. With the lead, I don't think he wants to run. I think he wants contact. But how do you get that? I guess he like 13 to 4. You can't afford to step up either because the 8 to 2 6 is so bad. So I think it's just 13 to 4 here. But it's just very anti-thematic of the position to be running to the outfield when you're down in the race. Like when this works, you're not very happy to be playing a single checker back game either. I don't think it means I have a cube here yet, but maybe. Maybe. The thing is, when he gets away with this and I just like improve a little bit, then he's down 10 in a single checker back game, and that's not very good either. Ooh, 4-2. Do I want 2 back or do I want to just make a board point? I really don't think I care if he escapes. Maybe it's worth more to make the board point. Yeah, what is his? He gets like contact and defense if I do this. Could make an anchor. This is tricky. Feels very strange to not hit, but I think the structure is better. I feel like I have a cube pretty soon after this play. And I think I still need to make a point after I hit, but he might just anchor. I'm going to try this. I feel like I could be overplaying everything today. Everything is kind of tricking me. 3-2, not bad. A little pressure on that. And maybe I'll bring 2 down first since I still have to clear the 18, but this is looking really good. This is a very uncomfortable take for my opponent. Can lose a gammon in this game pretty easily. 4-3. Ugh, that's not what I wanted. What do I do? Just stack up the 6 and keep hoping for race for now? This feels pretty stiff, but I don't think I can give up points or leave a shot on the mid. The race is too close, so just sit on my advantage for now. Twos. He's going to step up and think about escaping. Okay. Still a tough game plan. Now I have all these attacking numbers too. Still don't think I'm... This might be one of them. Gotta leave a shot either way. I think we're going to hit loose. I don't think I want to leave a direct 5 to escape with tempo when I could bring one to the... Yeah, we'll try this. 5-1, okay. I still think the contact is pretty good for me here. Okay. I had a huge swing on the good rolls for me. When I fan, I'm still in good shape. So, I mean, a lot of these I'd be... Maybe I'm, like, adjusting the cube when I kind of shouldn't be here, but I'm thinking about it a little bit. They all feel like it could be borderline, and I'd think about it harder if I wasn't leading, but okay. All right, I've got the much better board now too, so I'm likely to sit back on the ace for a little bit. 9's hit, okay. So, yeah, and I'm down in the race enough. I can float this. I can keep playing for contact here, even though I got a 6 prime, but I don't want to give him any easy plays, so I'm going to stay back with my 4-point board. 6-4, making the 3rd point. Oh, cleaning up. Okay, he's going to play for the race. Makes sense too. I'm definitely staying back for contact now that I don't have... The bar point is less effective than usual since it's not holding the mid, it's only holding the 11. That can be cleared with a number of points, so my main contact, my stronger contact is that 24-point checker right now. I'm going to have to hold that as long as I can. 3-2. I'm close enough in the race that I don't think I need to do anything crazy like come off the 18. If I get forced off on a 6 somewhere, I think that's okay and better to keep the distribution, so I'm just going to bring 2 in rather than playing deep to the 2. 6-3 probably makes the 5-point. Going to leave a shot no matter what. If he gets away with this, his game's improved quite a bit. 3-1, 2-2, 14 shots. I think he has to. When I hit, I win, though. And when I don't, I'm still doing okay. So should I think about this more? No, I think when I miss, he can claim a lot of the time. He's getting pretty close. Broken a lot of contact. So yeah, seems like the play must be pretty certain too. I think I have to hit to fix it. Um, Not going to leave a shot against that 3-point board. Is this going to be enough to take is the main question. I'm doing this either way. Yeah, 7 pips is fine. He just rolls, doesn't even think about sending it. Okay. I think that was pretty close cube, but with the contact, probably right to wait. 9 pips. This is getting close now, but yeah, still takeable. 84 for 9 pips. Do I want to stay for a 6-1 and play to the deuce? Yes. I think I just am required to. Oops. I have regrets. And just all the way in seems fine. All right. This is going to be a tough one to catch back up. Should be playing for big sets here. All right. Now we're 6 away, 5 away. Still, these 1-point differences in score don't mean a whole lot. I don't think I'm slotting to change being down here. But, I mean, they're so close that sometimes you can adjust those anyway. But this seems fine. 6-1. I think I still want the bar point. I can't remember. I don't think I hit loose here. That seems like too much, yeah. There's a lot of situations where you hit off the 5 with an early ace instead of making the bar. This one feels better to just keep 2 checkers behind. Okay, I'm down in the race now. I would like to... He doesn't have 6s if I don't step up. Ooh. I wasn't actually looking at coming out there, but that's an interesting play. He has 6s on the bar, I get a lot of returns. Is a tempo called for? Maybe. Yeah, what else am I doing with this position? I mean, I hate hitting him off the ace when he's primed. But my 5-1 just looks so weak everywhere else. And then do I really want to step 23 to 22? I like having the 6 when he misses me, but I hate giving him a 6 from the bar. Yeah, I don't think I want to let him have his roll. And then I think I'll just not give a 6 from the bar. Try this way. Have 6s to cover the ace instead. 4-2 is making inner board point. Maybe I gained, I don't know. 4-3 is going to make the best anchor, I think. Yeah, this looks like does quite a bit for my position. 3-4. Yeah, just running seems fine. Slightly ahead in the race. I think I'm required to cover the ace now that I've slotted it. I don't think it's better to just make the 3. Start the 5. It's a fairly even game. 6 away, 5 away. Alright. Yeah, this is going to be one where if we get towards the end, then the real relevant thing is not so much like generalities about adjustment. It's just going to be the take point, which I don't know exactly what it is at this score. But it'll be close enough to money, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. But maybe I'm supposed to adjust by a pip or 2 somewhere on one of the sides. I don't know. Dead even though, so no one's really thinking about the cube. I just need a set to win it. Keep making my board in the meantime. Hope that contact pays off somehow. He's got an interesting decisions about, with such a close race, preventing my double 6s joker is still worth quite a bit. This is the most flexible play and clears a point. I think with a 7 pip lead that feels okay. It's got to be very close to this play though, since I think he can play all his rolls from here. Doesn't have too much trouble. It's right in this range though, where you're like, when you're a little bit ahead, they tend to be pretty similar. If he was way down, he would clearly just keep the 11. If he was way ahead, he would clearly keep the point, or clear the point. Tough to know exactly what to do with those. I've got the easy side. I'm just going to keep making my board and hope to roll a big set. 4s. That's a nice big set, but it doesn't escape. 3. Then do I want to save a 6? 6-5 plays. Yeah, I guess it feels kind of worth it. I don't think I want to be pulled off on that. Don't want the blot to deal with. Slightly ahead in the race now. 5-2. This could get worse next roll. A better distribution. I don't think so, though. I can't see. Not ahead enough to leave. Might get easier if he rolls big numbers, like 5-4. Probably leaving this roll, though. Yeah. Force 2. And we'll see if I can survive it. I think I still have the better board, so the threat of like pick-in passes or pointing aren't strong enough to send the cube in a position like this. I don't think so. Or I don't think. But this late in the game, when the next sequence might decide the game, you really do have to think about it. And could be the case. I think I see enough numbers where I get shots and things like that too that, I don't know, feels a little too close, and like I'll get value out of the cube too, but not always certain in these spots. Oh, cool. A bunch of people watching the match. You can watch it live on Heroes too if you're ever curious about that. Hi everyone watching. I don't know if I know any of these screen names. Probably should. Say hi in the comments if you're one of these people for me. Then I'll know who you are. 5-3. 5-3 clears a point. Cool. What is play B? Yeah. Yeah, it's still, I mean, not exactly. Ooh, okay. Prime holds. Pretty even race. I was hoping to just escape and guarantee that, but now he's got, yeah, like this ace-3, a little bit extra vig that I had to stay back there. Would have much rather went. I'm a fan. Oh, what am I doing here? Oh, boy. I'm wasting 3 pips with my 3 extra checkers on the deuce. He's got an open 5, which is wastage. An extra checker on the deuce. 6s next roll. 6-1, 2-3 I'll play well. 6-4 leaves a shot. 6-5 leaves a shot. 6-6 does not leave a shot. What else? 5-2 leaves some indirects. Okay, so in a typical race, I think I'd use Trice's 60 minus 5 is 55. I think our wastage came out similar, right? Maybe I'll give him an extra pip of wastage. I don't know. No, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 crossovers, and he has 2, so it's probably pretty even. But so minus 5 divided by 7 is around 7 or 8 pips. So we're pretty close. So if the contact favors me at all, then I might have a take. But I don't have the pure race because I don't always get my pips next roll, so that works in his favor quite a bit. My recube's at 6 away, 5 away. Not super strong. This feels really tricky. If he rolls low numbers, they work really well to make the 24 point and take more race away from me. A lot of his high numbers still work very well. My contact isn't that great. Even when I hit, I don't really have a chance of just closing out. I still have to survive not being hit on the 6. I don't know. I'm leaning towards pass. Man, that open ace point, though, he might not close that. That could be a problem. I guess he's got a lot of rolls to do it. I really don't know. I think I'll just let it go. All right. 6 away, 4 away. Once again, probably not sending too early. He can send fairly regularly because Gammon's win the match. So in Gammonish positions, he's got a lot of incentive to still send a cube. My recube's going to be a little bit better than usual, though, of course. What do I have? Look at all these choices. I must just have to switch. Yeah, it keeps him from making four primes and things like that. Feels weird. I don't know. I had such pure structure, and I just kind of gave it away by doing that too. So a little awkward. Only 9 in the zone. I don't think I'm going to have a cube quite yet, but it's tempting. I need to hit really badly to prevent more building on this side. This is like a very common structure that he has where tempos are called for. 6-3 is going to be good enough to do that, I think. So many rolls for him are going to make a point. Okay, got a little weaker, but so did I. Let's see. Do I want him just let him unstack on me? I think so. I think I'm kind of out of timing to do other things. What else do I have? I enter, I'm kind of voluntarily priming to enter on the 22. Play my last one down. Yeah, it just doesn't look right. I guess I don't have to play up at the 3. I could play, I don't know, this is where I want to be though. Try this out. 3-2. So the nice thing when I'm playing it on is that I have like all these other nice anchors slotted too. So this works out reasonably well. Still have the better board. Now that I'm down in the race, I'm pretty clearly kind of going for attacking plays. 3-2. I have 2 anchors now. Not a back game yet, but I have options. Not down in the race enough. Okay, if I get hit here, now I might end up playing that game. Gonna just stick with pretty pure plays now, trying to get that 5th checker mobilized. And I'm gonna be pretty relentless about attacking and trying to create a board with the remaining checkers that I have. Keep working on this blot back on the ace. I'm primed now, so it's looking even more like a back game. So I think in back games, you like to keep your midpoint for a timing bank. This 8 is not very pure or useful along with the 2. So, and another checker back isn't really going to hurt my game. So I think this 8-4 feels like a pretty natural play. Yeah, I guess he does have something to think about at 4-way. I mean, the recubes are probably too strong to think about adjusting much in a back game. But it's reasonable. His gammon value is very high. I think that's why he's pausing to think about the cube. Yeah, what do we do next here? I think he does want to... Oh, does he realize that he's making that no matter what? Yeah, and then out and down seems good. Just got to make progress before you give away all your blocking points. My timing's looking good. So when he does this, he still has a lot of like problems on the other side and even less priming. So I think making the ace, I guess your hope is that I fan and that buys you time, but I still have 2 points to come in on. I don't think it gains you enough. So I think I like the first play of like 18 and 8 along with this. And there, if you get hit, you're still doing pretty okay. Or if I just enter on the anchor, he's under a lot of pressure the other way. I don't think you need to do things like bury a checker to the deuce or slot the ace here. It's a little too stiff. I'm just trying to like keep the position moving forward. And so the first instincts about 24-18 and 14-8 seem, those are the 6s you want to spend. The rest of it is just kind of, you have to play them. So, I don't know. Don't love it. Gets away with it. I don't think that really puts him in better territory to send a cube, but maybe. I could end up dancing all the way until I should receive my shot. So this is the kind of position that I could really overestimate the strength of this double anchor game. I'm gonna take it, but I could be dead wrong about this for sure. Might just be way too many gammons to survive and not enough contact. If I have trouble getting these 2 in, like he only has 1 point left to clear, so maybe my context is fairly weak here. But you know, instincts when you have 2 anchors are just to play it, especially with all these checkers behind. Seems like it should be fairly stiff and the contact should be good. And my recube value should be good, even though it reduces the value of my own gammons too. But I always have that option of just canceling his gammons. Okay, I think we need to hit now. And then... what is our last one? I think just linking up louts and not ending up in the bar forever. Gosh, I don't know. This is hard. 2 are coming in. We could play 1 out and make the 8 and just wait. No, I don't want to let him... move for free. I think having a second one back is pretty good. But I don't know if I can give up this contact back on the 22. I think just containing these two checkers is pretty strong, though. Sorry, let me go back to start. One in. Hit. Didn't I have to bring two in? Did I, like, confuse the game? Yeah, okay. I did confuse the game. So two in and two to hit to clean up a blot like this. 4-6. Okay. We're in interesting territory now if he comes out. Probably just cleans up a blot. But position's quite overrun. If he doesn't leave me a shot this time, I don't think I have any sort of recube yet. But as soon as he does, I very well might. Ooh, what is 6? This sucks. What is this roll? Oh. What am I doing with this? I don't want to come around and leave a double shot. I guess this still only leaves a single shot to clear the 17. The 6 behind, I have no form with it, and there's just single shots elsewhere. This is not good, though. I think giving up the 17 makes the most sense. It's not really covering that much more of the board. 5-2 and 6-1 are the additionals. 4-3 is brutal. Okay, I can still lose gammons when he hits, but that sequence played out well. I'd really like to make the 8, maybe come out to the outfield. Yeah, I like that. Well, the 5 for sure. And then do I want to leave the 7s with the blotting board? I think so. I think so. Leave a 10 as well? Sure. All right. 9 looks pretty bad. It looks like I'm doubling. Maybe I lost my market. Maybe I should have watched for... This feels like a pretty good sequence, though, so I kind of doubt it, but I think the cube's coming. What can he do? I guess he just has to clear the 6. Everything else is just fine. Oh, that's the only 5, he realizes. Yeah. And then after you do that, do you want to create 2 more blots somewhere, or... Oh, no, this is a 5, too. There we go. So your 5 with this, then your 4 would be in board. Yeah, I guess the other one's coming from the 6 almost no matter what he does. So break the 6 with 3 blots, or break the 6 with 1 blot behind. Yeah, anyway. I don't think I'm too good, but maybe I am. Maybe I'd really like to win a gammon here. But he's way ahead in the race. He could conceivably try to just scramble around, but... These are hard for me to visualize, like, intuitively. I hope I'm in the right ballpark on this, but I can be wrong quite often. But I tend to, when I misevaluate them, I tend to think that I'm more okay on my opponent's side than I am. And so I expect that. He's the one, like, this feels like a pass, like at the score and stuff like that too, but I don't know. It's just so often that he's going to have to come off here and leave shots and still lose gammons and things like that. It's quite a bit to hope for to scramble this around. Ooh, what do I can make another board point and let him hit with tempo on 4s. Or he hits with a 5-5, 6-4. It's way less shots. 14-7 was my initial instinct, but I'm trying to talk myself into just making the 3-point. Nah, we'll do this. I do need board points eventually. 5-3, okay. So you're going to leave the anchor, leave me a whole bunch of shots that way, or try to clear a point and then have to leave the anchor later. Neither is particularly attractive. 4-3-2-1, do any 6s get there? I could win a gammon for the match, that'd be cool. Seems harder to win a gammon after this play, but I don't know. Hitting with the ace, he could still enter deep and break his anchor and get closed out, so it's not so clear. probably better to just go for it now and only have 2 checkers back at the most. I still have pressure to hit. You know, there's I guess 6s and 5s combos. Yeah, if I roll double 6s or double 5s or 6-5, none of those are that good. I was fairly happy after that. I see more upside after running out the anchor. 2s, that's pretty strong. Do I hit another one or do I just make it? I guess there's this other switching play, and is this ever a thing that I'm doing? And then hit, and then what? Feels nice. I better not run out of time too. This seems easiest, and he almost never cleans this checker up next roll easily. I really don't want that to happen though, and to lose out on gammons. That's my biggest concern. But okay, I'll try this. I don't know. Okay, we got a 2 and we got a 5. Just trying to win a gammon for the match. 6 deuce. Really want to close out the ace before he can make the anchor, so breaking the bar is kind of nice there. Looking good. For one of us. Maybe he disagrees. 1, 2, 3, okay. Got to start watching for 6s. They still play here pretty nicely. 6, 5. I'm out on the outside. If I get hit, I should still win the game, fortunately. 1, 2, 3, and then I have a decision with the last one. I don't reduce shots by cleaning up the other one, so I might as well just take the checker off. He misses. Very nice of him. Aw, is this going to save a gammon somehow? Gosh, it could. I still have a lot of checkers to take off. Maybe not. I don't know who's favored anymore. Oh, it looks good for me, doesn't it? Looks like he's going to have 5s or better. Is there any way to get 4s? No, there can't be any way to get 4s, can there? Oh. Yeah, this gets 4s. Does it get 5s? No, he loses 5s when he does this. Interesting. So he can play 6 to 5 and get 4s and 5s. That's what he needs to do instead of 10 to 9. Yeah, 8 to 5. That's interesting. That's a fun one. Do you guys see it? I think 8 to 5 gets 6s, 5s, and 4s. I think this does not, though. It doesn't. Does it? Oh, this gets 5s. Sorry, it's still on the 10. Did he look at this? No, he looked at 10 to 9. So this will work as well. Sure. 8 to 5 is equivalent, though. I did it. Cool. Pretty relatively clean match. I'm guessing with these PRs that probably some of those, maybe the cube actions and stuff weren't problems, but I'll be excited to look at that and run the analysis back and get the 6G feed on for everyone. But yay, a win. I get to play more of these. Yeah, like the videos and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this content. I'll be back with another one tomorrow, and I'll be seeing everyone in Monte Carlo soon. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody.